Sometimes I feel like a star, but only strictly where I'm famous. I'm in this for the longest haul, like we'll see where it takes us. I'm throwing back these double shots like whiskey here is weightless. Cause this career I chose was even riskier than Vegas, yo.
Oh, hello, everybody. Welcome. It is another episode, but we are live from Lilydale with my very special guest here, Celeste Elliott. Hi, Celeste. Yay! So, anyhow, Lilydale, for all of you who don't know, is honestly the spiritual mecca of the world. It's an amazing place where spiritualism was born. And Celeste is a spiritualist minister, which is very cool. And we're going to learn a bit about that today. But she's also what is called a registered Lilydale medium. And we're going to kind of talk about what that means as well, because it really is an esteemed honor to be a registered medium. They put them through a lot. But a couple of things I do have to mention. I am so lucky and honored to be teaching 2 workshops here this Saturday. Yay! So if you're in Lilydale or can get here, we're about an hour south of Buffalo. Grab a workshop, join a workshop from intuition, which is more of that basic, to platform. We're going to have a blast, and they're both on Saturday, this Saturday here. And I can't wait. This is my 3rd year teaching here.
Fantastic. We look forward to it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's always a lot of fun. And one other thing, I do want to thank everybody. Psychic Senses has hit a couple #1 best-selling lists, best new release lists, which is very fascinating, very, very exciting. And I've gotten just really loving messages from people who have read it and taken the time to send me a Facebook message or send me an email. And it's a lot of work to write a book. So it is so nice when people say, oh, that really helped me. I liked it. So if you haven't grabbed it, grab it on Amazon. You can get your copy. And if you have gotten it, maybe leave me a review on Amazon, because, again, it helps other people see it. It really helps me out. So there we go. Psychic Senses. Celeste's mom bought it today. True story. It is true. And then I almost took it home. She paid me for it, and then I walked out the door with it. That's my jersey coming out, right?
New meaning to resale, right?
There you go. There you go. So, Celeste, you've been a registered medium for, how long have you been a registered medium?
This is my 7th season.
7th season. Wow.
Yeah.
And tell me a little bit about what is a registered medium? How does that work? Share that with me.
Well, that means that you are tested and approved by the Lilydale Board of Directors to do private readings here on the grounds. It also means that you have gone through a testing process over 2 years.
Wow.
So a lot of flaming hoops. You have to belong to a spiritualist church. You have to belong to the Lilydale Assembly. Then you pre-test. So you spend a summer doing outdoor message services or public demonstrations of mediumship.
Okay.
So, commonly known. And then also, so then the second year, and Monday Night Circles, which is private readings.
Okay. Okay.
So mini readings for people. And if that all goes well, you can apply to test as a registered medium. And that takes another summer.
Wow.
And if they go well through that, then they will do the actual test, which is reading for and being graded on 3 private readings and public messages. And
wow.
You get like 10 minutes to do messages. And it's really, it's very nerve-wracking. So
sounds like a lot of pressure.
It is, yeah. And most people don't pass the first time.
Okay.
But the test is based on it's something like 90% accuracy.
Okay. Okay.
In what you bring through. So,
wow.
So it's kind of rigorous, but that's a good thing.
What inspired you to want to be a Lilydale registered medium?
The town itself. I fell in love with this place, and I came to this kind of point in my life where I really had a fork in the road, and I had to choose, okay, are you going to go and follow the career that you trained for, and that your degrees are in, or are you going to pack it up, move to Lilydale, and be registered? And so I had one summer where I was able to work kind of just on the computer and be in Lilydale and do my testing work. And I passed, and I was like, okay, I guess this is where Spirit wants me.
Wow.
That's really what I wanted, but I wanted, sometimes Spirit has other plans. So
that's what we talked about that this morning, right?
Yeah, exactly. So I was very fortunate that it worked out. And so I've been here now for 7 years.
Wow.
Just full time and loving it. And
that's great. So, for those of you at home, so Lilydale, I'll explain it in my words. Then we'll have Celeste explain it probably a little more properly. But so Lilydale, when you come here, it's first of all amazing. Think of Little House on the Prairie. So it kind of like, it still looks like that. That they really maintain the integrity of the architecture here. All the houses are pretty much original, really 1800 circa, right?
Pretty much. Mine is the one we're in right now is one of the newer.
Okay.
And the reason being is so it's from 1921.
Okay.
Because a house, if fire destroyed the original property, so this is a rebuild.
I got it.
But otherwise,
you see some of them from the 1800s here.
Yeah, that is the bulk.
Okay.
It's from the late 1880s. Early 1890s.
And it's, and they do have Wi-Fi here, which, they didn't quite though. I mean, when I first started coming 6 years ago, it
was sketchy.
Yeah. So now, and they didn't, most places you had to pay cash. It didn't take cards. So it is changing and evolving, but they're really keeping the integrity of what it's based on. Yeah. And so you have just all kinds of light workers from around the world, energy healers, and monks come here. Mavis Patilla was here. You have the world famous mediums that come here. A lot of the guests on the Joe Shield has been on my show. You've been on my show. So it's really a lot of amazing gifted light workers, and they congregate here and they serve Spirit. But then you allow visitors to come. It's a very touristy place during the summer, which is really great because you expand and open the doors to say, hey, come experience spiritualism here.
Yeah. It's never been an exclusive philosophy or religion. And so that it just perfectly lends to, what we need it to be.
Yes.
Share it that way. So,
yes. So listen, we are gonna do our best to take some callers tonight. So the number to call in is 323-992-3115, 323-992-3115. Based on our location, we're gonna see how well that goes. And Tony is gonna help us out, right? Tony, you're gonna help us out tonight?
Maybe. No, just kidding.
Well, you just let me know when we got them in queue, and then we can start those. But again, you guys, one of the things tonight is you have to be extra careful, please. No external noises. Please listen to this. You got to turn off all those extra, because it will just be too difficult for us, since I'm in the middle of nowhere. I hate to say that, but we are in the middle of nowhere. Yeah. And we really want that best signal. And if you've just gotten through in the last week or two, do me a favor and let someone else, open up that call line, because they may need some guidance or healing tonight as well. Okay. Now, Celeste, with where you are in this, now you teach here as well. You do workshops and things like that. What is your favorite thing to teach? What, if you had to kind of say, hey, this is my favorite niche, Colby, this is it. What would it be?
Ooh, that is, you're supposed to love all your children equally.
I
know. I think somewhere between the building blocks.
Okay.
But I love the public dem.
Okay.
I love to teach the public dem because I like to see people's eyes light up and be like, oh, I just did that.
Yes. Yes.
So, that's really exciting.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, one of the cool things here is the service, the stump service. So the stump, everybody, is literally a stump. Basically, over like 300 years, I believe that mediums have been delivering messages from the stump.
Not quite that long. It's somewhere.
Or maybe the trees are that old.
Oh yeah, the trees are actually.
The trees it's a preserved forest, right?
Yeah, it's in the middle of an old growth forest. One of two in the state of New York, actually, which makes it pretty special.
Okay.
And the inspiration stuff was a tree that had already fallen and got leveled off so that the mediums could stand on it as a platform because there, it wasn't much of a clearing at that time.
Right.
And give messages. And so when it started to decay, they encased it in concrete. But in a way that it still looked like the original product. Okay. So, all right. It's in there somewhere.
Okay. Got it. And so what it is though, you can still, so the mediums, you guys, they still serve in front of the stump. So the stump is still there and it's got a little fence around it and the medium stands in front of it and they have all these benches and it literally is the middle of this magical forest. It's incredible. And various mediums get up. You have the registered mediums, you have visiting mediums, and then you have student mediums.
Yeah.
So, and it really will push you outside of your fear because you do have to do it quickly. You only get a few minutes to get up there and deliver your message.
Yeah. And it's fun.
It is fun. It is fun.
It's very unique to anywhere in the world because we give up to 3 messages in 5 minutes.
Wow.
Which is unheard of.
It is.
It's lightning round.
it is, but it works though. I mean, surprisingly, you can make that contact, right? Spirits, they know. You know how it is. Like the store is about to close in 5 minutes. You get in there and do all your grocery shopping in 5 minutes. It's like, super shopping. Yeah. And I think Spirit knows that. They're like, get in there, hurry up.
They're prepared ahead of time.
They are. They know the deal. They know the deal.
Yeah.
Yes.
They'll give you everything they need. And, it doesn't take a long time to give a really powerful, meaningful message sometimes.
It doesn't. And it's just about understanding what's important and getting into it and doing it, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. Yes. So, Tony, you let me know when we have callers because I can't see.
Yeah, we had some callers if you want to take a few.
Are you ready to take a couple callers?
I'll take a couple callers, sure.
All right, what do we got? What do we got there?
All right, we have a
no noises, everybody.
562. A 562.
All right, 562. Here we go. All right, 562. You are on the air with Celeste and Colby. Who is this?
Hello.
Hi there.
Hi.
Hi there. There's some external noises, Tony. Is that her or is that you guys?
No, I don't think it's me.
Okay. Tony?
Yes.
Is that Kurt?
I think, let me turn my mic off, then you probably won't hear anything.
Okay.
All right, and go.
I'm sorry, honey. What is your name, sweetheart?
My name is Marisol.
Hi, how are you? This is Celeste. Colby. What can we
Good,
do for you
thank you. Hello?
Yeah, what can we do for you tonight, honey?
I was hoping to hear from any of my loved ones.
Okay, got it. I will tell you, the first one that stepped forward was a male. I felt a father figure in spirit for you, honey. And he was the first one to open up the door to say, oh, I got to take care of her. Yeah. So would you understand a father or a father-like man in the spirit world for you, honey?
A man, yes. I'm not too sure about a father figure like to myself.
Okay. Do you understand him being very, do you understand he was a father and very protective and very loving of his family? Does that make sense?
Yes.
And you understand he would be the first one to step through, the first one to talk. Like, oh, she really wants to talk to me, Colby.
Yes, I do.
Okay, and then would you also understand him? But I also feel like, would this be your spouse, honey, or a connection, a romantic connection?
Yes, it will be my husband.
Okay, got it. Thank you. And then you have children together. Is that correct?
I'm sorry?
You have children together. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah. So that's why he was giving that father. Celeste, do you get anything around him?
The sense of humor is really important, because I get the feeling, and I feel romantic gestures also, that this was it's like I'm getting an image of him as though he's standing in the driveway waiting for you to come down, flowers in hand.
I got a rose too.
Yeah. So, happy anniversary is kind of the energy that I get with this. So if you actually have an anniversary with him coming up, this would be partially his way of just kind of linking in with you and wanting to celebrate, even though, he's not physically with you anymore. But he knows that you talk to him about that anyway, and you celebrate with him. So he's keeping up his end of the bargain.
Yeah. And would you understand health issues around him, sweetheart? Like, he makes me feel like there were some health related concerns with him. Is that correct?
Yes.
And you kept trying to get him to eat better. I don't know if he just want, because he keeps saying, I should have listened to her, but I really love my food. So does that make sense as well? Okay. And I agree with you. He feels to have been romantic. Like, I do feel like he would remember the birthdays, remember the holidays. Like, it makes me feel like he always reminded you of how much he loves you and the family. Does that make sense, hon?
Yes, it does.
Okay. And then is there are you connected to either Jose or Juan, like a J name? Is that connected to someone in the living or in spirit with this gentleman in your circle?
His name was Jimmy.
Okay. Okay, there we go. Got it. And I do know, I do know he wants to tell you how much he loves you. And I do feel his unbelievable, a big bear hug. He's a bigger guy, isn't he? He makes me feel like he's a bigger guy.
Yes, he is.
Big old bear hug.
Yeah. Wow.
Are you, sweetheart, do you either still wear the wedding ring or do you wear his wedding ring around your neck? Because he just brought me a picture of the wedding ring.
I bought him a wedding ring. He had lost his at work, and I bought him a wedding band, and so he can go away with that in the casket.
Oh, see, well, he acknowledges you did that, and he's letting me know that he knows you did that. So I want to share that with you. Okay.
Thank you.
Anything else you want to say about Jimmy?
Just real quickly, because he really gave me a sense that if you were upset about something, he tried to joke with you and tease you and make it okay. He tried to bring your energy and your vibration up, in a very joyful way, which, he wanted you to feel safe with him. And he makes sure that that he is still coming in around you and doing this as much as possible, just to kind of, he puts things in your way. He moves things around in the house to make sure that that he is, still on the job.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So I don't think he holds grudges, sweetheart. So don't worry about anything that you feel like you didn't do. Like, he doesn't want you to hold on to anything you feel like you meant to do or didn't do. He's happy. He's very happy as a clam.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, lots of love to you. And one other, just a real quick thing. I do feel like either mom is in spirit for you, but there's a lady that she's letting us know she's around you too. Okay.
Oh, wow. Okay. Thank you.
All right. You're welcome. Lots of love to you, hon.
Thank you. You have a good day.
Thanks, you too.
Bye-bye.
It must be really hard, when you lose a spouse and, you can tell that they were really, really close, right?
Yeah.
He was
Good
her
energy.
everything, right?
Yeah.
And that you can just feel that and see that, huh?
It's as so funny as we were kind of closing the connection
Yeah.
down. I was getting, and he's with the dog.
Oh, all right. He's with the dog.
So this little snow.
Oh, see that?
So,
All right. There we go. All right, Tony, can you bring through another caller?
Sure, it's another 562.
Oh, are we sure? All right. Ready?
I think so.
Unless they're doubling up on the call lines. All right, here we go.
You're on live.
All right, 562, you're on the air. Who is this?
Hi, my name is Yvonne.
Hi, Yvonne. How you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
Good, good. What can we do for you tonight?
Hi, I was just calling to see, I have a couple of spirits up in heaven, and I've been having dreams about them constantly, so I just wanted to know if there was anything I should know or expect or look forward to, and of course, if they are okay.
Who is it, honey, though? Who's the dream with?
My uncle
Okay.
and grandmother.
Okay. Oh, okay. I was feeling the grandmother, to be honest. Okay.
but
The grandmot's super in there.
was it the uncle though that had the problem with the I'm getting like a cast or like some kind of a brace for the hand here. Like they're showing me a black brace.
Did he have a problem with one of his wrists or a cast?
No, not that I'm aware.
Okay. What about you? Did you have a problem with your wrists? I'm just curious.
With my wrist, I didn't, no.
Okay. I don't know what this is, but I get a little bit of like a carpal tunnel kind of feeling, and I do see the black brace. So whoever he's talking about with that, that's, yeah.
Okay, so just
Yeah.
know that, okay? So he's talking
Yeah.
about someone with something on their hand or an issue with the hand, okay? I'm really feeling your grandma, honey. I get this feel like this grandma, your grandma likes to talk. Because I feel like she likes she loved to kind of talk with you, be around everybody. She makes me feel like she was actually pretty social. Does that make sense? Like she loved to be with the family and around everyone. Yappy, yappy. Does that make sense, Yvonne?
Yes. Yes,
Okay.
it does.
And you and like also like I don't think she really I don't know how much you remember, honey, but she was so energetic for her age for so many years. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't until the older years, the last few years, that I think she actually started to slow down. She makes me feel like she had a lot of energy. Do you remember that about her?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
And she gets I know Celeste has got her too. She keeps telling me too. Do you have a necklace from her, sweetheart, or rosary beads? Like she's giving me a feeling she passed something on to you. Does that make sense? Do you have that?
Yes, she left me her cross necklace.
There you go. Okay, there we go. She's acknowledging it and she's letting you know. And I do feel like you either wear that all the time. Like I don't feel like you take that off. Or if you take it off, you only take it off at night. Is that right?
Yeah, I never take it off.
She sees it at night. You have a little night light. Next to your bed is a lamp. And she just keeps telling me each night she says good night to you as you turn off that light.
Okay, thank you.
Go ahead. What do you got for her?
My main thing was because they keep giving me all these visuals. I'm getting the picture of her wanting to acknowledge new life in the family. Okay.
Oh, we got a baby?
And, yep. Holding the baby and kind of dancing around with it.
Does somebody have a baby, Yvonne? Did someone just have a baby not too long ago or since her passing?
Yes, my little sister was about a couple months old when she passed away, and she had just met her right before
Yeah. So she
Yeah.
wants to make sure she acknowledges her as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
But she's telling me I have to say that there's supposed to be 2 more in spirit getting ready to come onto this plane of existence.
Are you pregnant, Yvonne?
Oh, I wish.
Oh, maybe she's got
I'm
some
not.
babies for you. She might got some babies for you.
Well, she's excited about it.
That would be a
Get them
blessing.
Yeah, maybe they're twins.
Wouldn't surprise me because they're about the same size. About the same, yeah. So.
And does your sister have a stuffed animal? I don't know if you know this, honey, but your grandmother's making me feel like she gave your sister a stuffed animal. Do you know if your sister recognizes that or has that stuffed animal?
She does. My grandmother used to do a lot of stuffed animals and books for all her grandchildren.
Oh, that's really cute, right?
Yeah. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing though, because she wants to make sure that she brings in a message to let you know, just because she's visiting in the dreams with the uncle, there's nothing wrong.
Yes.
It's just her opportunity to spend a little time with you and love on you. And, you're a little worried sometimes that she's disappointed in you, and that could never be the case.
Yeah.
Okay. So don't worry. But she talks about you kind of pushing the education a little bit. Okay. Getting yourself in a good place with that. She's thrilled.
Do you want to go into nursing, honey? Or something with helping people?
Yes, I do.
Oh,
for you.
She's encouraging you. She's encouraging you.
Yeah.
And I do your uncle real quick. So now I'm feeling your uncle because now he was being respectful to let your grandma come in first, right? But your uncle, I know he's very fatherly for you, and he gives me the sense of letting you know that he is also very, very proud of you. Okay. So don't forget that. And then like Celeste said, with those dreams, let me just share with you real quick. So when you go to sleep, your conscious mind starts to rest. Okay. So basically your defenses are down. And so they have a way in, and they know they can connect with you a lot easier so that you don't sit there and dismiss them. So they're just letting you know that that's all it is. They're taking an opportunity to remind you that they're around. And I know it's a little bit of a tough time for you. So they want to kind of stand there and be a little extra support for you so that you don't feel all alone. Okay, honey?
Okay.
All right. Lots of love to you.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Have a good night, hon.
Okay, you too. Thank you.
Bye-bye. Oh,
I know, right?
Yeah. Couldn't you just feel her grandma? Her grandma was just so loving, really loving, really involved.
Yeah.
And she's going to have some babies, Yvonne. I think she should name them Colby and Celeste. C and C.
I agree. Even if they're not girls, it's great. Yeah.
Colby could be a boy.
Yeah. Actually, I have a cousin named Colby who is a boy.
See that?
Yeah.
There we go.
Totally works.
All right.
Totally
It's doing it. It's doing it. Tony, do we have anyone else? Is the call lines open? I just want to make sure.
They're open, and we have a 702.
Oh, well, here we go. All right, 702, you are on the air. Who is this?
Hi, Colby. This is Carolyn.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing well. This is Celeste. What can we do for you tonight?
I'm hoping to hear something from my mom. Her 10-year anniversary is coming up.
Oh, I was just going to say, though, do you understand your mom? I think your mom is either a little fussy or a little picky about little things. Does that make sense? Because I feel like she's a little bit, wants things a certain way.
Right. Yep.
I am not sure we're up to snuff.
Yeah, like she's like, she wants it in person. She's like, well, okay, if we have to do it this way. but I feel like she had a certain way of wanting things done, a little bit of a perfectionist, and a super clean house. I believe it to be a very clean house. Is that right? Or lots of vacuuming?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Even up until the last few days, she made sure she did the dishes. She got everything done on the chair. Yep.
Yeah. What would people think if she died and there were dishes in the sink?
Yeah, she wanted to make sure everything was done.
Yeah. Well, and the main thing is, it wasn't about what would the neighbors think. The main thing is, she didn't want to put that on her kids.
Yeah.
She didn't want anything extra on your plate. She was very worried about what was going to happen when she couldn't be physically present to kind of protect you all anymore. Yeah. Not that there was a situation or danger or that sort of thing, but just, it was, her maternal instinct that kicked in. Now, where is the black and white photo? I'm seeing this kind of 1960s-esque bride, because I've got some bangs, some long bangs, some straight hair. I've got the big veil going on. And I feel like this would still be in the family or still be on display.
It's actually on my Facebook account. It's a picture. It's an old photo. It's about the 60s. Her bathing suit.
Oh, wow. Well,
yeah, I wear it to work on my pin.
Wow, she wants the flaunt.
Yeah.
It's interesting. Normally, I don't get a lot of smell, but I get a smell. She keeps giving me the smell of lemons. So I'm not sure if it's just like she liked the house to smell clean like lemons, or if there's a connection to lemons at all. Do you understand that?
Lemon pine sol. Yeah, she loved lemon pine sol.
Oh, she's going to be cleaning that house. I'm kind of curious. Did you mop your floor lately? Did you recently mop your floor?
No, but I need to.
Sorry. I'm calling you out, honey.
She's probably telling me that.
Is there a Barbara, a B name in the family? Beverly or Barbara or any? It could be
Beverly.
Oh, who's that, honey?
Her sister.
Okay, got it. She's definitely acknowledging her sister. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. And then what about a Joanne or Josie or something like that? Does that name also connect?
God, she had so many sisters. And I'm so nervous right now. I can't even remember. I'm sure there is a J.
Okay. All right. Well, mark it down. You
can
put it in the Facebook comments.
Yeah.
And then real quick too, she's letting me know that you arranged something for her anniversary. So I do feel like you're celebrating it, and she's acknowledging that celebration.
It was Joan. That's her sister.
There you go.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right. Yeah. And then you're
I did.
For her celebration, right? Because I feel like she's saying you.
Yeah, it's coming up on the 6th, and I always prepare for it, and I did arrange for it at work.
Okay.
I have to take it off because I'm too emotional to work.
Yeah, but she's.
Yeah.
I know she was your friend. I mean, yes, she's your mother, but she also says you two were friends, and she really loves that friendship, and she loved all those calls, right? So you can hear them talking on the phone all the time.
Yeah, we were best friends. We lived together up until she passed, so she is my best friend.
Well, she's still, and then the other thing too is, did you keep? I don't know if it's the coffee cups you kept, or something about teacups, or something about cups. Did you keep those?
No, I don't have coffee cups. I have so much stuff I can't even remember anymore. But I have I have some cups with some flowers in it next to her.
Oh, there you go. Okay,
I was gonna say.
Yeah, some yellow roses that she loves.
Okay, she's letting you know as well. And then you have a little picture frame there too, right? Or there's a little
I sure do.
Okay, and then is there a charm there, or like do you have like a little charm something next to it as well?
Yeah, she graduated right before she passed with her master's at UNLV out here in Las Vegas, and I have her medallion and a few things there.
Wow.
Oh, well, she's letting you know. But there's also a feeling too. I think it's been a little hard for you to move on. I'm just going to be honest here, Sweet Pea. She's letting me know it's been a little difficult for you to move on, but she wants you to. Like, she wants you to celebrate and keep living, like, because it feels like it's hard for you. Like, you do it, but you're not enjoying it. And I believe she's just trying to say she wants you to enjoy it more.
Yeah.
I know I need to, so I can connect better with her.
Yeah. Oh.
Who's the diabetic in the family?
Sorry?
Do you know someone who has diabetes or something similar in your family?
That was her.
Okay.
That was my mom.
All right. Yeah, I just got my finger pricked, so I kind of.
But wait. She, okay, we all know she's a diabetic, right? She didn't give up those sweet meals.
Yeah.
She didn't care. She was like, life's too short. She still was.
No, she did it.
Chocolates, but I see the Twizzlers. It's a movie.
Oh, did she have Twizzlers? I saw chocolates.
My memory's so bad, I can't remember, but she had so many things stashed. I'm sure it's possible.
Yeah, it was like, what am I going to take to the movies? I need a treat.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh,
yeah, we watched a lot of movies.
Oh, see that?
Thank you, Colby. I appreciate it. I'm so glad I got to connect with you today.
Yes, and thank you for calling in, and lots of love from your mom, okay, honey?
Thank you. I appreciate it so much.
You're welcome. Have a good night.
You too.
Oh, you could feel that.
Yeah.
The spirits kind of come. Aren't they so loving?
Absolutely. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely.
What would you tell Celeste? What would you tell someone? How would you encourage someone who's not a medium?
Mm-hmm.
What would you tell them, like, so that they can better understand how to connect to their own loved one?
Well, I mean, you kind of hit the nail on the head, because the nature of spirit is love, which in turn is the nature of mediumship, because that's what we're doing. But I would say just being present and continue knowing that relationship goes on.
Yeah.
And celebrating the birthdays, the anniversaries, things that, making it as joyful as possible, because they are still a part of our lives.
Yeah.
That is the whole point, is that the relationships keep going even after the body goes away. So.
And I think it is. I think that's a great point, is, when a lot of people who lose a loved one and they think back on the memories, they don't laugh when something's funny, right? They feel sad. And it's kind of like that loved one is like, no, that was pretty funny.
Yeah,
that was really embarrassing. Laugh. It's okay to laugh. Or it's okay to make a joke about them, right? Because we joke about our loved ones now. I made a joke about my mom today at the stump. They want to do that. Absolutely. They want to be around us.
Exactly. Well, because we're still sharing in their lives then, and vice versa. But it's becomes this thing, like, there are people that shut down and they'll say, well, I can't be happy anymore. How do I have the right, they get the survivor's guilt,
Yeah.
And that's the thing. I mean, life is for the living. That is the nature of why we're here, is to go and bring joy into the world. So,
and this mom, she did the dishes, she cleaned the house, she made sure everything was all right, because she didn't want that burden. I think you're right. She didn't want that burden, but and a lot of people,
she was too strong to care what anybody thought about her.
Yeah,
which is cool.
Yeah, that's very cool. It's very, very cool. So now tell everyone, Celeste, where they can find you.
Well, you can find me in Lilydale.
Okay.
But you can find me on my website at celesteelliott.com. Which is pretty easy. You can find me on Facebook as Celeste Elliott, little black and white photo. You can find me on blogtalkradio.com for Wake Up to Spirit every Thursday morning Eastern time at 10 a.m. So
that's 7 a.m. Pacific, people. 7 a.m. But it's perfect on your way to work. Well, for them, it's a great thing to listen to in the car. We got a ton of traffic in LA. So a lot of people are going to be up and in their car or just getting to the office. And who wants to work right away? You need that cup. You can have a cup of coffee, listen to Celeste, get in there.
that works for me.
Yes.
I'm around.
Yeah, perfect. So, well, I really enjoyed having you
Thank
and
you so
sharing Lilydale. You guys, so if you come to Lilydale, again, it's about an hour south of Buffalo. I really recommend it. There's workshops, classes, events, the services, and you can also get a reading from a registered medium. So you got to just look up Celeste Elliott when you're in Lilydale, grab your reading and enjoy. And thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I will be back in the studio next Thursday night at our regular time, 5 p.m. But this is really great. We got a little bit of a bonus here. I really appreciate it. It's been wonderful.
Thank you.
And we're going to go ahead to the stuff and do a service now. So good night, everybody. Thank you.
Sometimes I feel like a star, but only strictly where I'm famous. I'm in this for the longest haul, like we'll see where it takes us. I'm throwing back these double shots like whiskey here is weightless. Cause this career I chose was even riskier than Vegas, yo.